Right, so here we are in the T95, or affectionately known as the Doom Turtle. Yeah, this is probably a fairly average game, well, maybe a little bit better than average. We managed to get an M1 in this. Not a bad map for this tank, although there's a few tier 10s. Well, we've got 3 tier 10s aside. Got a couple of heavies and a leopard. Now, I guess this tank has its known weak spots, and that's I guess because of that I sort of stopped at this point thinking go somewhere quite a little bit different. I've got to get really involved in the battle. I've got this amazing good gun and thick armour. I can't sort of hang back and just play like a TD. I've actually got to go in and brawl with these tanks. But I was sort of thinking, well, if I go straight down the road, I'll get all their accurate guns will be lined up on me there, and someone will manage to pin my weak spots, and I'll probably lose most of my health very, very quickly. So I thought, well, why not go round to this corner, and straight up we see there's an enemy tier 8 medium down there. Give him a nasty whack straight away. Mind you, he's still, there's Centurion down there, probably in that bush. So I'll give a bit of returning fire back to that. He must have the smaller gun. He's only doing 230 a shot, but he had really very little chance of pinning this thing from that far back. We'll go around here. Oh, gee, this thing is so cumbersome. I do have a turbo in it, and that does help, and particularly with these really slow tanks like the T95 and the Tortoise, makes a big difference. It just gives you also a little bit more traverse speed. Okay, we'll go around here. Ooh, hang on. Thank you. Well, T30. I probably really didn't need to be loading gold at this stage, but against the tier 10s, and I do find the 270 pen of the standard shell a bit trolly at times, whereas I think it's, what have we got, 320, very unlikely that they're going to bounce 320. Probably should have shot one of these other tanks. I shouldn't have probably shot that guy, but no damage done. Okay, so we're in a good position here, particularly because they have pushed so aggressively. That's really not a clever idea when there's something like a Doom Turtle on your flank. So I'll give it another try. It's a nice soft target this time. And he's coming after us, but he's not going to make it. This guy, I don't know what I do here, I really stuffed this shot up. He made a big mistake there by going back. If he kept going the way he was, he would have got round. Managed to shoot him in the side, and he gets taken out by our guys, either from behind, I'd say from behind. He's a really juicy target, the poor old IS-4. Used to love my IS-4. Don't have one on this server, but I certainly played a lot of IS-4 games on the NA server. And there we go, so we've done 3,500 damage, very, very good. And that's what happens with this gun. You're doing 700 plus with most hits. We've had a couple of low rolls. The T30 in the side was a very low roll. Now, I try to give this guy a bit of a touch. I didn't think that would pen, but I think it even hit him. The T95 is one of these godlike tanks if it gets hulled down, because its turret's just about impenetrable, but when it has two tier 9 TDs zeroing in on it, it's a different matter. I don't think he even bothered to shoot at me, this guy. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know whether the ST2 is going for a double barrel shot or what he was doing. Now watch this shot. This is a bit lucky. Oh yeah. You gotta get the odd clutch shot. So here we go, you know, we've blocked 3,000, over 3,000 damage, we've done just under 5,000 damage, we've really helped our team flank the enemy advance and push them right back through the city, and the other flanks also won, so very easy game in here. Basically, yeah, I haven't done anything particularly outstanding, but just been in the right spot at the right time, and that was probably just a really bad shot. Anyway, that was, I think, an M1 in this thing, so that was a pretty good game, and I say an average game, but yeah, that's the sort of game that you can get in this tank on a fairly regular basis. It does help with the right map, it does help when there's only one arty, and it also helps when the arty doesn't really manage to do too much damage to them. In fact, I think all we managed to do was stun me in that battle, and that's where the massive frontal armour of this thing works so well against HE these days. Just got to track down this last enemy tank. The whole team descending upon him, he's not going to last long. Now Wombat, heavy tank, light spotter. I think he can survive the game. Anyway, that was an M1, that was quite a good game in this thing.